I've always wanted to learn how to sew, and this year I finally decided to do it. I'm around 5'4", 5'5", so whenever I shop for pants, the regular length is sometimes a bit too long, while the petite ones are just a tad too short. So I wanted to learn at least how to alter or hem my own pants without having to worry about the length every time. Besides, I've been looking for a hobby where I can work with my hands and actually make something useful. Sewing sounded fun in theory, but I didn't want to spend a lot up front and then just give up later. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit fickle when it comes to new hobbies. In this video, let me go through what's in my beginner sewing kit as an actual beginner, including what I got, what I paid, and where I got them. Hope this helps if someone's thinking about picking up a new grandma hobby or is struggling to find the perfect pants like I normally do. Some of these items were on sale or discounted with a coupon, so if you click on the link that I share and see a slightly different price, that's not a bug. It's just that I'm sharing the price that I got at the time, so maybe it can be helpful to learn what the price could have been for each item with a sale or a coupon. First thing first, the sewing machine. This all started with me casually browsing the Facebook marketplace, and I saw this decent machine for 40 bucks. Which wasn't bad at all compared to all the other options, but I thought I was not in a rush, so I decided to wait for a bit more and see what's out there, and I'm glad that I did because I eventually found this one for 20 bucks. The one I got is a vintage sewing machine from this brand called White. It didn't come with a manual, which at the time didn't seem like a big deal, but that eventually slowed me down because White is not a super common brand like Singer or Broader, so there's pretty limited info online. So I ended up paying $5.95 on this digitally scanned instruction manual on a website I found. In my opinion, the manual was totally worth it though, because I realized that I was threading the machine totally wrong before reading it. But if you're buying a Singer or Broader, my assumption is that you can probably get by without a manual specifically for your machine. For the needles, I know that most people recommend this brand called Schmez, but I decided to just grab cheap ones from Amazon, which I think was the right decision because I've broken a few needles so far already. The kit I got also comes with 2 bobbins. 2 is plenty for now. I will for sure get more bobbins if I do stick with this hobby. This 220-yard spool is from Michaels. The color is winter white. I used the coupon to get it for $2.09. I did check Walmart later on and I found a 300-yard from the same brand that costs $2.48. So I will get my next ones from Walmart in the future. I learned that seam rippers dull over time, so it's better to buy a few backups instead of a fancy one. I got this small kit from Amazon for $3.99. It comes with 4 seam rippers and 1 thread cutter. I'm still learning how to properly use the seam ripper though. Sometimes I still end up ripping my fabric instead of just the thread. So yeah, definitely something to practice as well. I picked up my scissors from Amazon. They are stainless steel, 8 inches long, and great for what I need. I've seen this brand everywhere from Amazon, Walmart to Michaels, so I assume it's a go-to brand. I chose glass head pins so I wouldn't have to worry about accidentally ironing over them. I ordered online for a store pickup at Michaels. When I got my first box, I did notice lots of broken heads from the pins, so I went back and exchanged. And even the second box that I got still had some broken ones. So I would say pay attention when you buy them. I didn't get a pin cushion when I got the pins, but then I realized a pin cushion is actually useful. And I can't tell you why, but owning this classic red tomato pin cushion just somehow makes me feel like I've officially joined the club for sewing. I looked into what people use to mark their fabric, and on Reddit, I see people recommend these washable markers from Crayola as an affordable alternative to fabric markers. Some people also use tailor's chalk or leftover soap silvers. I don't have many leftover soaps lying around, and I do believe there are a couple of downsides of tailor's chalk. So I believe in these markers. I mean, if they're designed for kids, they should wash off easily, right? I've noticed that everything labeled for sewing is pricier than their regular version. Ruler is definitely one of them. I grabbed this 12-inch plastic ruler from Walmart for under $1. I didn't own an iron before. We've always just used a handheld steamer, so I had to shop for an iron as well. I saw lots of full-sized irons on Facebook Marketplace, but I wanted something compact and quick to heat up. I found this travel-sized iron from Walmart for $13.44. The only trade-off I would say is the smaller surface area, which is almost smaller than my hand, but I think I can live with it for my project. For the pressing mat, I've noticed that many experienced use those felt pressing mats, but I was not ready to spend that kind of money before I knew I would stick with this hobby. So I got this 12-inch pressing mat from Michael's for around $12. It's a little small, but considering the size of my iron, it's fine. Altogether, my beginner sewing kit came to
$86.55.
which is not bad at all considering I am starting everything completely from scratch. I feel like this setup gives me everything to keep practicing without spending too much aside from fabric. So far I've been sewing with cotton fabric. I've practiced on some of my old clothes, thrifted a piece from Value Village, and got another fabric by the yard at Michael's. And I plan to thrift some bed sheets next time. If you're thinking about learning to sew, I hope this gives you an idea of what you need to start and some more affordable options to get going. I would also love to hear about any good deals or alternatives that I should check out. Thanks for watching!